North Carolina's governor says that he'd support legalizing marijuana, but he also wants to make sure that THC and similar products are now better regulated. So it's why Josh Stein now has formed a new advisory council to bring order to the cannabis market. So what do cannabis sellers in our area make of all this news? Here's Chief Political Correspondent Andy Weber.
I am really concerned about the status quo. You know, when we outlawed alcohol consumption didn't go away. It just started existing in an illegal framework.
North Carolina Governor Josh Stein issuing a new executive order this week with the goal of better regulating what some call the Wild West of cannabis in North Carolina.
I want to make sure that we bring this into a regulated system where people know what it is they're buying.
That order establishes the State Advisory Council on Cannabis. Stein is tasking the council with determining best practices to regulate the sale of cannabis products, arguing there are too many products sold in the Tar Heel state that contain unregulated levels of THC. Right now, cannabis that has some small chemical difference from full marijuana can be sold legally, but there aren't many rules around those products specifically. The governor said he's on board with full legalization as long as it will lead to better control on what can be sold in North Carolina.
There are story after story of teenagers, just like you described, buying these products, consuming these products, and having terrible physical and psychological responses.
Michael Sims, who owns more than a dozen cannabis stores throughout North Carolina, says this advisory council is a good first step, but he says the state should tread carefully when it comes to taxation.
We're seeing a mass exodus from other people in other states that have legalized marijuana are making a mass exodus to North Carolina because they're able to have an operating business without paying exuberant taxes.
Sims agrees the current system allows for too much abuse, as he finds himself often competing with businesses that either sell to minors or do little to look into the safety of the products they sell.
I think he gets it. I think he understands that the nuances and differences in this plants are all man-made and politically driven. I think he understands that we already have an existing industry, and he ultimately sees that there is an issue of underage use.
As the council prepares to meet, Stein wants to see the General Assembly introduce laws that limit the sale of THC products to those 21 and up and require detailed packaging. Reporting in South End, I'm Andy Weber, Queen City News.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.